cats and groovy chicks, welcome to the Jazz Ranch. I'm your alter dominant ego man. You can call me Mr. Ego if you like. And, I'm glad you joined me, because the KH, he's been playing a backing track. And, he thinks he's going to play on a funk groove. Now, imagine that. A white boy from New England, Anglo-Saxon, Connecticut Yankee, he's going to be playing funk. He's going to get funky. He's going to get down. Wow. I'm the one that should be playing the funk. I'm the dancer in the club. I can dance to swing. I can dance to funk. I can dance to Latin. You give it to me. I can read your mind right now. I know what you're thinking. And actually, I know what the horses are thinking, too, at the same time. Actually, I think I'm reading their mind and they're reading your minds. Look, wait a minute now. I'm getting confused. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Jazz Ranch. Welcome, cool cats and groovy chicks. And I'm sorry about the altered dominant man. He's getting ridiculous. He thinks that he's the greatest and that he can dance to swing and to jazz and to Latin and to funk and everything else, And I asked him, I said, why are you bragging so much? And he says, well, modesty is for those who have no talent. So anyway, I hope you excuse him. Anyway, I'm going to be playing something for you now. I found this version of Alone Together, and it's usually played as a swing tune or a ballad. And I'm going to be trying it out here on a backing track, and it's in a funk groove. So that's going to be an interesting thing to try out, and I hope you will try it out too and will enjoy playing along with this track. So here we go now with a great song called Alone Together. I want to talk about some central points about playing along with a backing track, and this one was a funk version of Alone Together. Usually played as a swing tune, so this is a different feel. So now you're adapting to what the rhythm section is playing with the straight eights and the way the bass player is playing. So the most important thing about that is always knowing where one is and actually feeling where it is. So I'm playing, and whatever I'm doing over here, that one is that feeling of the first beat of the measure is paramount. It's like the most important thing, and try to get locked in with the groove. In other words, in the pocket with the left hand. The left hand is comping, well. So there were times when I got maybe off the beat, but I still oriented myself back to the one. Like if you speed up or you lag behind, it's okay, as long as you feel that one. Now, this is a backing track, so the bass player's not going to go with you if you speed up or you slow down. That will happen when you're playing with live musicians, and then everything kind of gets a little messed up because the tempos don't stay straight. Now, when you're working here or playing with a backing track, it just isn't listening to you, so you really have to adjust to it. And there's a good point to that, because you want to get your time really straight and really get it together and solid, and be able to fluctuate in there with speeding ahead or laying back on the beat, whatever it may be, doing some more complex things, and yet that rhythm section needs to keep it right there on the beat. And what will happen in a live experience is they'll tend to go with you, and then the tempo will slightly change. It'll speed up and maybe stay there. With this thing, it's constant all the way through. It doesn't speed up at all, so you have to adjust to it. And that's what's really good about it, is that you really have to begin to feel the beat and where the one is, and that's the most important thing. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, second item. Now, the second important point I want to make is start out by playing in a very simple way. Like, in other words, don't try to play too many notes or make it too complicated or too involved in the left hand. Just start out. In other words, you listen to the track again, I'm starting out very simple. Don't play too many frills or dress it up too much. Just get right in the pocket with that rhythm section, So the interesting challenge about this particular backing track, because it's a funk groove, it ends up being almost like a ballad, but you have to play it rhythmically. You don't play it like a ballad. It's so slow, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like that. Normally we'd play this tune like a medium tempo. Now you have to feel this. In other words, you're counting it slow, but you're feeling it like almost like a double time feel in terms of the fact that it's funk. It's not a ballad. So this may be not clear, but let's just listen to it. So like the left hand simple. That left hand. Okay, we'll just take that much. Now you see I'm voicing it. So what happens is the left hand is playing rhythmically against that funk groove. Now the bass players and the drummer they got it solid. So you don't have to worry about what they're doing, so much as what you're doing against it. So you can be more rhythmic over here. It doesn't have to be just straight on the beat. It could be like that. See, but I'm keeping the right hand very simple to start. And that's what you want. You want to just keep it simple and get in the pocket, get in the groove. Then it'll sound good. If you try to do too much, then you'll lose that pocket feeling or the feeling of the groove. You want to just do little things. So that's the second rule, is start out very simple before you get into anything too complicated. Try to play it really good in a simple way. And just feel the beat and feel that rhythm section, what they're doing, and get that left hand to complement the right hand in a way that rhythmically relates to the rhythm track. I don't want to go into too much detail about this in this particular video, because I want to, just keep it a few simple rules or ideas that I have. Of course, these are just my opinion. You may not like this, and forget about it. Forget what I'm talking about. But anyway, the other thing that I think it was central in this was let's review. Feeling of the one, getting in the pocket with the rhythm section, particularly with your left hand comping. And the third thing is now to play simple lines in the right hand, then begin to make them more complicated or more complex as you go along. In other words, an idea of building the solo or building the drama within the piece. And also to be able to complement the right hand with the left hand. Like I did something like this when I got to I did these little lines in the left hand. Now that's more of an advanced concept, but it's something you can try to do. In other words, it doesn't always just have to be chords in the left hand. The left hand can take on a more interesting role by creating some melodic lines, And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to play along with the track and show you how I'm going to do that. You see, you want that left hand to be off the beat. It's off the beat. There's a rhythmic thing melodic thing in the left hand, and then these lines in the left hand. Here we go. See that? Now what that is it's creating a balance between the two hands, in which the role of the right hand is not always melodic and the left hand is always comping and always harmonic, but the left hand can begin to take on melodic ideas as well, and it becomes more interesting to listen to, more fun to play when you get the left hand involved in melodic ideas as well as the right. And the right can then take, chordal ideas like. Now that may be something new to you, but give it a try. So those are the three ideas I want to give you on this particular video. We'll go into more detail in future videos. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight with this version of Alone Together. I hope you enjoyed it. Please write to me. So at any rate, I will see you next time around. Until then, in the words of my great friend Hermie Dressel, I'll say swing loose and be cool. Bye-bye.